What's going on, everybody? I am DJ Composition.
And I am the youngest, well, not the youngest in the building today, but the youngest of the OGs.
And we are the 2BrightGuys, and we have a very special guest with us today.
What's going on? I'm Kelvin Grady.
Yeah. We got Kelvin in the building today. We were having a conversation about some social injustice. A lot of things been going on in the media, and he got a hell of a story. So I was like, man, you should come to the podcast, tell a story, and kind of, at some point, too, kind of clear your name, too. You know what I mean? Because some things have been said. You've kind of been projected one way, and this is a good way for you to kind of tell your story and clear your story up. So for the people that don't know you, kind of give them a little background, like where you come from, and how we kind of got to this point.
So I'm from Grand Rapids. I was born and raised here. I come from an athletic family. I have 6 brothers and sisters, and my father heavily pushed sports, so I was heavily active, always in the gym, working out, trying to put myself in a position where I could chase my dreams. My goal always was to be able to play basketball and football at the highest level, and to be able to do that, I had a father that pushed me and put me in some good positions. I went to East Grand Rapids, all the way from elementary all the way up to high school.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know you went to East Grand Rapids Elementary.
Yeah, all the way elementary.
So people kind of think like you kind of moved over there, or your dad kind of got you over there.
No. I started from all the way from when I was a little jit,
Little jit.
K through 12.
K through 12.
So you wasn't like a transplant. You wasn't
real good.
See, and I've known you for a long time, and I just assumed that we never talked about that aspect, but I didn't know you went to East Grand Rapids Elementary and middle and all that. So
he's had good school lunches.
Good
for
school.
a very long time.
Good school lunches.
Why did you tell me the cheese was this good?
None of that land in the water.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, so that's why y'all was so good at sports, huh? Okay,
This
so
is unacceptable.
this is not. You see what kind of water we had to
This
get
is
in the
not
game.
Gouda
This is not
on my square pizza.
This is not government cheese. It wasn't no square pizza in East Grand Rapids. But I didn't know that though. I didn't know that you went to East GR in elementary and middle. So what kind of high school? We'll get to like your high school records. What sports did you play in high school, and what were some of your accolades? And
So I played basketball and football in high school. Played varsity as a freshman for basketball for my freshman year. Senior year, I played all 4 years varsity basketball. A lot of people don't notice about me, but I really didn't like football. Football wasn't something I liked doing, so I wasn't really chasing that aspect of it because that wasn't something I really liked doing it. I just happened to be good at it. My boys played it, so after basketball season, they'd go play football. I'm like, shit, I gotta be doing something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So I would play football, but through my years in high school, I was a 2,500 yard rusher. And
you had that in one season, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So listen to what he just said. He had 2,500 yards in one season, 2,000 yards rushing. I just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
2,000 yards rushing in one season, 2,500 total yards. Was that your senior year, or was that?
So I was doing that, yeah. So my brother was there before. He got the all-time rushing record in Michigan.
In the state of Michigan. His
In the
older
state of
brother,
Michigan,
Kevin.
yeah. So I was behind that. I was the tail end of that, and basically having to follow behind his footsteps. So I knew I really couldn't sit in his footsteps, but I knew that I was going to compete and try and at least be there and maintain the legacy that he built. But yeah, so I got my opportunity to run with it my senior year. That's when I was able to get some success with it. But a lot of it was because I didn't want to get hit. I was a basketball player. I was the finesse, athletic.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
And you didn't want to get tackled.
To not get hit is to run faster than everybody.
Run fast. And when you hit that sideline, get out of bounds.
Right.
So you were jumping out of bounds.
I'm out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
10 to 15, and I'm out of bounds with it.
And you accomplished that with that not really being your main focus.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this quick question. If football was your main focus, how many yards do you think you would have got?
I would have beat my brother. Right?
You would have beat your brother?
Yeah, I would have crushed it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that wasn't.
I don't
And that's
think-
a bold statement.
That is very bold.
I'm gonna tell you this though. There ain't nothing taken away from my brother.
Oh, no,
Like,
your brother-
no, not at all.
It's
Your
the
brother,
great, you know what I mean?
he's on the top list of the all-time running backs in the state of Michigan.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But we was 2 different style runners. You know
Right.
what I mean? He gonna bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? He might get a couple, but I'm like, We it's 60 yards to go. I'm taking it to the house. You know what I mean? Quick pitch, I'm out of there. You know what I mean? I was that style runner, so that was just me. He'll sit here and tell you, like, if my brother had a couple more years, he might have would have got my record. You know what I mean?
So did you play varsity football as a freshman as well, or?
No, I didn't play varsity football until I was a sophomore. I had an opportunity to play varsity my freshman year, and I turned it down. I regret that because my goal was like basketball. So I'm like, I need to be in the gym. You know what I mean? I need to be getting better, and that's something that I would tell parents now today or whoever. Don't limit your kids to play one sport. Allow them to play as many sports as they want to, because it's only gonna make them better for the other sports. You know what I mean? You got to be able to be accustomed to doing different things. Don't settle yourself to one thing, because what if that one thing don't work out? You know what I mean? What if you go to find out you really don't like that? You know, I like basketball more, but I would have had more opportunities had I been really focusing on football.
Okay. So, what were some of your scholarship offers coming out of high school, basketball and football?
So I had opportunities: Michigan State, Notre Dame, Xavier. Those were really the ones that I really was focusing on.
Were those the basketballs or the?
Both, mixed. I had a mixture of both. Yep, I got a lot of opportunities. You know, crates and crates full of letters and all over the country. You know,
so you had offers from how many schools would you say?
In total, probably like 15, 20 offers.
15 Division I, basketball and football offers.
Yeah, basketball and football, yep. A mixture between the two, yep.
Okay, and you chose?
And I chose Michigan. So I chose Michigan my sophomore year playing basketball. So I got on the circuit earlier. When I say circuit, travel basketball, where I was out in different states every weekend, my whole summer. So no summer I ever had from the time I started travel basketball to my senior year, I never really had weekends off. It was like I was in Florida, then I was in Vegas, then I was in D.C., so I was on that circuit early. Okay. So I was able to develop them relationships and see a lot of people believe, okay, you got to be the absolute best. See, I played with Derrick Rose. I was with Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love. That's my class. You know what I mean? So I had some dogs in my class. Yeah. What helped me was I was able to network. You know what I mean? I was able to go on these tournaments and associate myself with some dogs. Right. You know, like, so I played for Michigan Hurricanes, which was my travel basketball team. Draymond actually at the time played for Michigan Hurricanes. You know what I mean? So I played with Draymond. I played with those guys. You know? So I was able to, put myself in a position to where I was working hard, but I was working smart too. Right? Okay. I was able to rub shoulders with the right people who was being looked at by the right people. And to be able to put myself
and have that association
to me, you know. So that's also part of it, because you want to work as hard as you can, but you got to work as smart as you can too.
Right. Yeah. So the nature of travel basketball today is like everything. It seems like every basketball player that wants to achieve or get to the next level, like that's kind of part of the blueprint now. Right. What was a pro and what was a con of travel basketball that you think, you could give that advice to a up-and-coming basketball player?
I mean, the pro to it is you're going to have every opportunity in the world to be in front of the people who can put you in a position where you want to go, as far as coaches, as far as scouts, and as far as the media. Right, you're going to be put in a position to do what you want to do, right? But you got to be ready to rumble when it's that time. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
when the bright lights are on.
When the lights are on, you got to perform, because you only got a short window. See, sometimes a coach might come and see you, and he might be looking at you for 10 seconds. You better do something real ill in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds. To get him to change that 10 seconds to 20 seconds. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of it. And the cons I say to it is you gotta be devoted. You got to be heavily invested, because you don't really have a life. Right. I didn't have a life as a high school student, as traveling and doing that, because I was always on the road. I was in somebody's van, or I was in somebody's plane, or I was on somebody's gym, or I was in practice. I traveled all the way to the east side of town to practice. Yeah. A couple times during the week.
So east side of the state, you mean?
East side of the state.
So, yeah, so you really didn't have a summer.
I know, no summer. There wasn't none of that. Going to the pool, going to the beach. Yeah. I wasn't at no house parties. You know what I mean? Right. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I was in somebody's gym. You know what I mean? And that's a con. You know what I mean? Just because I didn't get a lot of the opportunities as a kid to experience and just kind of live and be a kid. You know? Yeah. It was always like, all right, what's my next thing I'm doing to be able to get to where I want to go, which is a good thing. Right. Yeah. But you also gotta have that. You gotta have that experience of being a kid and just living and having those opportunities of being with your friends and being with your family and going to movies and you know what I mean, being able to do those other things.
So when you got to Michigan, we fast forward, you signed to Michigan, so you got offered your sophomore year for Michigan for basketball.
Right.
Were they looking at you for football too at that time? Like your junior, senior year, were they like, yo, you can come play both, or?
Right, yep. So they was looking at me for both. So at the time they was looking at me for both. I had the opportunity to do either, you know, and I had to make the choice. A lot of people say, well, your brother was there, that's why you decided to go. No, I always been my own man. You know, I made a connection with Tommy Emmerich, who was the coach at the time. I went and sat in his desk. I went and sat in his office, and he looked at me and he's like, man, what do you want to do? You know what I mean? So it was like I almost had to close it myself.
Yeah.
He wanted me to say I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
You know, why do you want to be here? Why do you think you're a Michigan man? Why do you think you deserve to be here and wear this jersey?